How to cure anxiety, the basics. If you are struggling with anxiety, you are not alone. Anxiety disorders are the most common mental health condition. But there is good news. Anxiety is highly treatable. In fact, many people who receive treatment for anxiety experience significant improvement. The first step in treatment is understanding what anxiety is and what might be causing it. Anxiety is a normal emotion that everyone experiences from time to time. It's a feeling of fear or worries about what might happen. Anxiety can be caused by a variety of factors, including stress, genetics, and life experiences. Once you understand what's causing your anxiety, you can start to work on addressing it. There are a variety of treatment options. The benefits of anxiety. Anxiety is a feeling of fear, worry, or unease. It can be mild or severe. It is a normal human emotion. However, when it becomes severe, it can be debilitating. Anxiety disorders are the most common mental disorders. Anxiety disorders can be treated with medication and therapy. However, many people with anxiety disorders do not seek treatment. This is because they may not be aware that their anxiety is a disorder. Or they may not want to take medication. Or they may not be able to afford therapy. The different types of anxiety. Anxiety is a normal emotion that we all experience at different times in our lives. It is a feeling of fear or worries about what might happen. When we feel anxious, our bodies may respond with a fight or flight reaction. This is a natural response that helps us to protect ourselves from danger. However, some people experience anxiety that is out of proportion to the situation. This can be a sign of an anxiety disorder. Anxiety disorders are real, serious medical conditions. They are the most common mental illness in the United States. There are many different types of anxiety disorders, including generalized anxiety disorder. This is when a person feels anxiety most days. The causes of anxiety. Anxiety is a condition of intense and persistent worry or fear about everyday situations. The causes of anxiety can be divided into two categories: psychological factors and physical factors. Psychological factors that can cause anxiety include times negative thinking. This includes thinking about worst-case scenarios, dwelling on past failures, and generally having a pessimistic outlook. Times perfectionism. This can generate anxiety because it leads to setting unrealistically high standards for oneself, which can never be met. Times catastrophizing. This is a form of negative thinking in which a person believes that a small problem will have catastrophic consequences. Times anxiety sensitivity. This is a belief that anxiety itself is harmful and should be avoided. The symptoms of anxiety. If you are one of the 40 million adults in the United States who suffer from anxiety, you know that it's more than just feeling stressed or worried. Anxiety is a real and serious condition that can have a profound effect on your health, both mentally and physically. But there is hope. There are many effective treatments for anxiety that can help you manage your symptoms and lead a healthy, productive life. The first step in treating anxiety is to understand the symptoms. Anxiety can present itself in many different ways, and it's important to be aware of how it manifests in your own life. Common symptoms of anxiety include excessive worry or fear, irritability, restlessness. The dangers of anxiety. Anxiety is a condition of fear and nervousness that can range from mild to severe. It can be caused by a number of factors, including genetics, environment, and life experiences. Anxiety can be a normal reaction to stress, but it can also become a chronic condition that interferes with your ability to function. There are a number of different treatments for anxiety, but not all of them are effective. Some people turn to natural remedies, while others use medication or therapy. Some people also find relief with aromatherapy and meditation. The treatment for anxiety. Anxiety is defined as a feeling of worry, nervousness, or unease, typically about an impending event or something with an uncertain outcome. Anxiety can be caused by a variety of factors, including genetics, brain chemistry, and life experiences. It is a normal emotion that everyone experiences at some point in their lives. However, for some people, anxiety can become so severe that it interferes with their daily lives. If you are struggling with anxiety, know that you are not alone. According to the National Institute of Mental Health, anxiety disorders are the most common mental illness in the United States, affecting 40 million adults. There are a variety of treatment options available for anxiety. Natural anxiety therapies. Continue to be active. Avoid consuming alcoholic beverages. If you want to quit smoking, think about it. Caffeine should be consumed in moderation. Make getting a good night's sleep a priority. Practice awareness and meditation. Consume a well-balanced diet. Deep breathing should be practiced. Anxiety is a normal reaction to stress, but it can become a problem if it's severe or chronic. There are many effective treatments for anxiety, so if you are struggling, don't hesitate to